the end. Deary me. See if we can partly figure out what's going on. We probably won't. Let's be honest. Oh yes, we started off with at Aerith's house, didn't we? We literally left the room and was like, "The hell's going on?" So we have woken up inside of this world's version of Cloud and Aerith, the ones that have been unconscious either in bed or in the wheelchair. So it's pretty much the start of the game. So it's not sure. Well, I think it's called Inner Dream.
Let's take a walk, okay? Ah, one thing. You have to promise not to look up. Because I'm pretty sure you won't like what you see.
You know I'm gonna have to look now, right?
Right. There I go, putting my foot in my mouth. When will I ever learn?
So she already knows that what's happening here. Which is that. So I have a feeling that that almost crap in the sky is perhaps the outline of Meteor coming.
Hey, let's check it out. Come on.
Because this world's Aerith has been unconscious, so she's not been able to summon the powers of the planet to fix it.
Can I have one? Can I? Please?
Which one do you want?
Oh.
Whichever one you pick.
Oh, don't make me pick.
Why are you acting so weird? Well, you are. This isn't you.
If you ask me, I'd probably say, this piece?
No,
I
I
don't
like the
know.
pinker one.
Actually, I'm gonna let him choose.
Because it kind of matches a dress. Can I pick that one?
Everything is free.
On this,
but remember,
on the far left.
it's one per person.
This is it. After much cajoling, Cloud is about to give his very first gift to Aerith. Only question is, which one will he choose?
Although there is bracelets as well. See, the hair clip. The problem with the hair clip is that she's going to have to take the ribbon out, and the ribbon is very reminiscent of her mum. The dog toy, I've never seen her show that much of an interest in it, but she wears the bracelets a lot. So I thought that it was locked into the hair clip, so I was like, okay, if the choice is the hair clips, I'm going to go with the far left, the fourth one down, the pink one, because it reminds me of her dress. But now I can pick, it's going to be the bracelet. The pink hair clip. Okay, well at least they locked in the pink hair clip for me.
That one.
Ah, I'm so sorry. I meant everything but that one. Tell you what, I've got something else I think you'll love. Come on, man.
That's pretty cute.
You know, that's actually pretty neat. Perfect, even.
I suppose that's actually very reminiscent of the
You
flower.
kidding me?
I'll miss these moments. Thank you both.
Now, where to next?
Because that flower is very reminiscent to what
way.
Aerith gave Cloud
Come
at
on.
the beginning of the first game. Aww. You know, the one that I ended up making him give to Tifa. Alright. Sweeties!
It's your lucky day, you two. Feel free to take whatever you'd like. Oh, but only one per person.
Then we better choose wisely.
Okay, what's my choice? So, Stomps Chomps, Cosmo Candy. I'm gonna go Cosmo Candy, I think. Yeah. 'Cause it's got stars on.
I'll take one of those.
Then I'll have one of those.
All right. Though these aren't the only treats I've got, you know.
Please,
How
please
about
Please don't tell me that.
my latest creation?
Really? Let's try it.
Sure.
Go on, enjoy.
Awful.
Figured I'd pull out all the stops for my last hurrah. Guess I pulled out one too many.
No, it just needs a little sugar, maybe.
Yeah, and take out whatever's making my tongue tingle.
It sounds to me like I need to start over. If only we all had more time, am I right?
God, they all know. They all know what's coming, so they're just having a last.
Pretty sure I only asked to meet with Professor Hojo. Not a whole platoon.
Oh, God, this is reminiscent of Crisis
Whatever.
Core.
The world's about to end anyway.
Yeah.
Got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Coming through, boys!
That's Nazak. Yeah, so I think that's what that crack is. It's not actually a crack. I think that's the edge of Meteor, probably
So this is
about
where
ready
you've
to
been
hit.
hiding, in a world that has accepted its fate.
Hey, what's that?
Let's go see.
Just as you must.
Sorry, folks. I've only got one shot left.
Oh, snap.
We're next.
We've been waiting for ages.
We don't have any photos
We
together.
don't have any either.
Okay, how about you all pose?
I was gonna say, why don't you just take a
Cutest
big...
looking couple gets their photo taken.
Or why don't they just all stand in the same shot? Oh, that's pretty cute. That's bog standard. Oh, that's cute. No.
Okay, you two. Smile real big for the camera now.
I'm sorry, I know I probably should, but I don't see them as canon, so unfortunately you're not gonna get anything from me that is
Hold on,
basically
Biggs.
putting
I'm
canon.
coming.
Oh, Zach, my baby boy. What are you doing? Apart from silly things. That's different.
What gives? Reactor busted?
Seems it's all out of Mako. Pump's still sucking away, but the only thing it's pulling up is dirt.
Meaning?
Let the life streams bone dry. Bomb one reactor, bomb them all. Planet's done either way. And so are we.
Run!
Big! Yeah, it wasn't really big enough to...
That it?
Bomb barely made it through testing. Figures it'd fail for real. What am I still doing here? Why did I have to survive? Look at me. I'm useless. Can't even make a damn bomb.
You're not useless.
For a moment there, I thought my life might have some meaning, but
Biggs.
it doesn't mean shit.
Well, that's where you're wrong. Wanna know why? Because you mean a lot to a lot of people. So come on, man.
Yeah. Sometimes your life's meaning isn't in the macrocosm,
Thanks,
but in the microcosm.
Why are you here?
Yeah, about that.
Never mind. I know. Kinda obvious now I think about it. World may be ending and all, but a bombing's still a bombing.
That's part of it too. But mostly, I was worried about you.
That bleeding heart. It'll get you killed.
Oh! Yes,
I
it
don't
will.
know. I
And it
just...
does.
I wanted to take action. Take charge. Take control. To know that I had a choice. That this path, this world was one I chose. I wanted to take back my life. Biggs? Buddy? No. No. Biggs, get up! End of the road, huh? Fate's got one twisted sense of humor. And I'm always the punchline. But I'm sick of taking its shit! This is my life. I make the rules.
Try to stop.
Ah!
But instead of
See you
being
never!
fired-
Later.
Bye. Come on, let's go. Hey, why'd you pass on us?
Well, for starters, you don't look like you're on a date. More like at a funeral.
Well, I don't think that's true at all.
Just have fun while you can, huh? See ya.
Wow.
Now then,
So that's it then.
where shall we go to next?
Three
Before
of them
that.
are gone.
Talk to me. What's going on with this place? With you?
Yeet down.
And please don't play dumb.
All right. I'll tell you when we get to our spot, okay?
Where's that?
You really have to ask.
Probably the church.
It's one of my most favorite places. Can I make it any more obvious?
Wow, so, I mean, to be fair, you only know about the death of Wedge through a side quest. So obviously I was kind of still going through and I was, because obviously I was like, I didn't want to do a lot of the side quests on the stream because otherwise the game's going to take ages because it is a massive game. I'll be playing this for about 100 hours soon. So that's a lot, that's like, what, 100 episodes? Church, told ya.
Cloud.
Oh,
Biggs.
that's Johnny.
Or Aerith. How the hell am I supposed to choose?
Sephiroth! Hey, babe.
Sephiroth! Hey! You want a piece of me?
No, not you.
God, where the frickin' hell have the Whispers taken him?
It was all isn't it, Sephiroth?
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Well, it isn't over yet.
Probably this world's Aerith.
I'll find a way. You'll see.
So they have kept to the OG game. They may have changed how it originally happened, but they have kept to the OG game in the sense that Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse have all died, but they've given you a lot more
This is
backstory
it, right?
for it.
Our spot?
Bingo.
That was easy.
I told you it was obvious.
Well, you'll have to give me a harder one next time.
Oh? Next time?
Yeah, next time.
She knows there isn't going to be.
At
one
least
then.
I know now. Where you and I stand, I mean. Thing is, Cloud, I really like you. But then, like can mean a lot of different things, can't it?
Sure.
Because there's liking, and then there's liking.
Seriously, what's going on? You've been weird all day.
I'm sorry.
Don't like where this is going.
Whatever happens, don't blame yourself.
Reminiscent. So obviously she knows what's coming.
Cloud. Thank you. Sorry. I'll be okay. Here. Take it.
But your mom gave that to you.
This isn't about me, though. It's about saving the world. And you. So thank you, Cloud, for everything.
Oh god, that was genuinely this world's Aerith.
What is this?
That was genuinely this world's Aerith because that's Saffron coming
It's been
on.
fun.
Oh god, she knew what was coming, so she had one final soiree. She can't save her world, she knows it's too late. And she knows it's about saving Cloud. She knows the Cloud in this world is gone, so there's nothing she can do. So she's brought this Cloud in, had that final thing, said what she wanted to say, given him the materia, because our Aerith materia ball is empty, but hers isn't. So she's
Behold,
losing
The
hers
true nature of
for
reality.
that one. Oh god.
When the boundaries of fate are breached, new worlds are born.
Which is what happened at the end of the first one when we destroyed the Arbiters of Fate. We split the universe, the dice roll scenario. Every time you roll the dice, there's a scenario, there's a
The
world where
planet
there's another
encompasses a
fight.
multitude of worlds,
Yeah.
ever unfolding. Some quickly perish, others endure. Yet even the most resilient worlds are doomed to fade. Nevertheless, their loss is not to be mourned. For it is not death, but a homecoming that awaits them. In the planet's embrace, all life is as one. All born are bound to her.
Sorry, I
Should
need to
this
concentrate
world
with
be
the lesson.
unmade, so too shall her children.
He'd tell you that he only cares about the planet. That he'd do everything in his power to protect and preserve it. But this isn't the way it's supposed to be.
Why Cloud isn't, why Cloud's gone back to how he was. He
Listen
doesn't
to the
have
planet, Cloud.
Sephiroth's influence on him anymore.
To her
He's in
ecstatic cries, her rapture.
Screaming! It's screaming!
Oh, Cloud. I thought you might finally understand. Cloud, lend me your strength. Let us defy destiny. Together. 7 seconds till the end. Time enough for you. Perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see. Let go of the past, Cloud. For the future is bright.
Cloud.
We are to bear witness to the reunion of worlds.
Reunion. Leave me out of it.
How very stubborn of you. Perhaps you need a little push.
He's trying to break him.
I give you my blessing.
I don't want it. Thanks though. I don't want it. That was very cool timing for that going. Doo.
Where am I?
That is a very good question.
That doesn't belong here.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Very poor form.
They're the ones that are on the planet side.
Well.
They're helping.
We meet again.
You're okay. Sephiroth's here. I can feel him, watching us.
Yeah. But forget about him for now. Just focus on yourself, okay?
need to fix yourself.
But
Well,
I'm fine.
no, you're not. You're really not. I'm not even
Focus
here.
on you, Cloud. The one I've been trying to find. The real you.
Not Sephiroth with the prediction.
Leave Sephiroth to me. I can handle him.
Yeah, you can't.
He's planning to use the black materia, but I won't let that happen. He has to be stopped by a Cetra,
With his half one.
and I'm the last.
Well, actually, my big old sword will probably do it.
Thanks for returning it to me, Cloud. I appreciate it. But now, it belongs with you.
It looks empty.
Because it is.
Aerith? Aerith! Aerith! Come back!
Hey, sorry, dude. This has got to happen. This is what she's known about. This is why she said in the first game, "Don't fall in love with me." Because she knew that this was coming. I don't think she's precisely known when, but she knows it's been coming.
Aerith.
The planet's like, I know, baby boy, but it's gotta happen. Because I think that's also probably part of the magic as well, because you are expecting a lot. So I think it's like a sacrifice in order for it to happen. It has to do it. He was like, I'll hold you up. Alright, like, get on my shoulder, boy. Oh, that's Casey saying sorry.
Are you there, lad? Aerith! Where are you?
I love the fact they put question marks. It's kind of obvious who's
Hey,
speaking.
Aerith!
Hey, hold up. Cloud!
Cloud! Please tell me you're okay.
I'm fine.
Didn't know if it was Mako poisoning or the degradation, but I thought you were done for.
Oh.
Sorry to disappoint.
Well, you can thank me for the ride later. Gotta find Aerith first.
She told us that an ancient city lies just beyond these woods, and that the Cetra built a very special altar there. That's where she's headed, I'm sure of it.
Problem is, Sephiroth stole the black materia. Meaning he could destroy the entire planet any minute. And Aerith said she's the only one who can stop him.
Where is this place?
No one knows but her.
We got separated in the fog, and she's out there, all alone.
Then we'd better hurry. That way.
And how can you be so sure?
Sometimes you just know.
So, Cloud, I heard something from Aerith. She said Sephiroth kicked the ever-living crap out of you back in the Temple of the Ancients.
You heard wrong. Didn't go down like that.
Okay. Then how exactly did he get the materia from you? You don't always have to play the badass, you know.
Alright, fine. You win. He beat the shit out of me and took the materia. It's my fault.
It's kind of mine too. I should have been there for you, but I wasn't.
No, this is
Must have
basically.
been some dream you were having, judging by the way your eyes were twitching.
Don't know if I'd call it a dream.
Either way, something happened to you, didn't it?
Yeah. Got sent to another world. Apparently, there's at least a few more than one.
Is that right?
I'd explain, but I don't think I can.
It's alright. Doubt I'd want to hear it anyway.
But you can tell now that
Is
Aerith
it just
has
me,
done
or is there something weird
or
about
it's
this
being
mist?
here, or
There
he's
is.
rejected it.
Do you see them in it too? The whispers?
Yeah.
He seems to have gone back to normal.
I'm afraid to say it, but if the whispers control fate, then does that mean we were destined to be separated from Aerith?
Maybe.
Why'd I have to open my mouth?
He doesn't, like, he seems a little bit healthier. He seems a little bit like.
Hey, Cloud, promise me, if you start feeling sick or thinking weird thoughts, you'll let us know, okay?
Thoughts like...
For example, stuff like thinking I'm not the real me.
Sorry.
You don't have to apologize, but I do want you to talk. To me, or someone at least.
Alright. I can do that.
See what I mean, look? He hasn't disregarded or anything. He's opening up. He's telling Barrett what he's seen. He's talking to Aerith. He's and Tifa. He's apologising.
Cloud?
Something seems to have gotten
I've
stuck out.
apologised to everyone else, but not to you. So, I'm sorry for giving the keystone to Shinra. I truly am. I just thought that since it was so dangerous, I'd rather something happened to one of them than to one of you.
No need to explain yourself.
You're a good man, Cloud. I don't deserve your forgiveness.
Oh, I'm still pretty pissed. Just got bigger fish to fry.
Right, that makes sense. Still, I'll do what I can to help, and we'll fry those fish together.
Yeah, so it definitely seems like something snapped to take Sephiroth's control back off him. I don't know, maybe I'm misreading it, but Cloud just seems really different now than he did a chapter or so ago, before he fell. Hey,
The
Vincey, my
grand
boy.
metropolis, where the ancients once gathered to pray, thought lost to time. Until today.
Vincenzo. Oh god, that music.
This is it, right?
You know, I think it is. Yeah, Gramps told me all about it when I was growing up. He called it the Forgotten Capital. Said it was the heart of Cetran civilization.
See, the problem is
I
now,
never
though,
thought
I
I'd
really
see
want to
it.
go and watch Advent
And this
Children,
place
but I know that the voice
screams
of
fancy
Tifa is going to
altar.
annoy me.
Gotta be here.
I saw a clip and I was like,
Well
I
then,
don't like it.
let's go get our girl.
Yeah, that's true. I'll have to do it watching Japanese. Because it makes more sense story-wise. There's so much that the English
I'm
version
gonna go out on a limb and say those assholes are fixing to get in our way again.
Look at them, though.
Yeah. They're different. Don't belong to Fate or the planet. They belong to Sephiroth.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
No. Cloud. Remember what we said? Talk to somebody.
What is all this?
Oh.
It's the end.
Oh gosh, that's what would happen if they didn't stop it.
Sephiroth.
Oh gosh, that is terrifying. His eyes went blue.
Good, Aerith. Pray.
Maybe it's the light, but his eyes look blue rather than green for a second there.
It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge. When spite and sorrow are harvested to feed the planet.
Still got another game there, so we know we're not fighting it, obviously.
Why are these ones white?
Don't know. They sure don't like us.
Yeah, the white ones do. The white ones are pretty fun.
Heads up! Calling fire. Take the lead.
Let me finish him off.
Copy.
Thanks. This'll hurt. The limit and beyond.
I'll be damned. It's like we're back on the expressway.
Yeah.
Aerith!
Red.
How are we supposed to get through?
Shouldn't be too
Oh,
hard.
Bart.
Just gotta say the magic words.
Oh, Bone says.
Daddy's coming home real soon, honey.
No thanks. I'm good.
Aerith.
Cloud is the one who- Cloud, Don't you be playing. Oh, it's not creepy at all. It's not at all creepy. Girl, you better stop. Gareth is playing at the altar in the house and putting himself to off the phone. You have no chance to rescue him at this point. Make sure your heart is prepared for whatever may come before you rush to her side. I like where this is going. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. make one of the most heartbreaking moments in video game history worse?
Don't weep. Your tears are empty.
This is gonna break him.
Just like you.
Cloud, it's okay.
She knew it was coming.
Aerith.
I'll kill you!
Alright.
And so it begins. A confluence of worlds and emotions. Loss, chief among them. It engulfs fleeting moments of joy, transforming them into rage, sadness, hatred. Never have I felt them so keenly.
I got this.
However, you'll never see the truth with such clouded eyes.
Shut up!
After all, you're just a puppet.
Heads up!
Oh, don't have this music playing right now. This bit of the game is really loud. Oh. Ouch. Num noms. There we go. Go. Boom. Oof. Nice. 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 The inevitable has happened. We are sticking to the OG game in relation to my dear Aerith. Was very, very sad. Go for it. Yeah.
Vengeance is ours.
Hey, at least you restored all my... Oh god, the fact that you restored all my MP and HP does not bode well. GG! Oh dear, yeah.
As far as the eye can see.
I did think, because it looked like he stopped the sword, but obviously I don't know whether that is what he was hoping, and that's part of Sephiroth's plan to break him, is for that split second to make him think, you could have stopped this, this is what you should have done, but this is not what you did. You missed, or you didn't do it.
How about that?
Buddy?
Well, nice to see you too. So, I hear you've been pretty busy.
Whoa. Hey!
How's about we save the catching up for later?
confusing part. Okay. Sephiroth. Sephiroth.
Cloud, you ready for this?
Nope. Oh, for goodness sake. Chain slash and meteor shots.
All right. Follow my lead.
Look at you taking charge. I like it. Let's do this. Go. What the hell happened to you? You were a soldier. How could you turn your back on everything we stand for?
Easily.
Right. Long as you get what you want, who cares who gets hurt? Is that it? You really got it coming.
Sephiroth.
Bring it out there.
Forgiveness.
Oh! You just went ahead and frickin' shish kebabbed him. Soldier armor. Yeah.
Just as worlds unite, so too do they part.
Okay.
Cloud, save her.
Sorry, I can't. It's not possible.
Alone at last. Shall we?
Okay, I think I know what's going on. Alright, oh. The hell. Okay.
How big you get. I'm not backing down. I'm finishing this. Burn. Sorry. Darn it.
I'll explain my thought processes in a minute. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Let me. feelings.
Any sign?
Maybe the whispers got him.
You think they took him somewhere?
Yes, that's exactly what I think happened. Because that is exactly what happened. I'll get to it in a minute. I'll get to it in a minute. Let me do this bit. Because I feel like it's important to keep focusing on stuff.
This one's for Aerith.
This is bad.
Sephiroth will have to wait.
Come on, we gotta take out Bahamut. Watch yourself.
Is it so? Oh, okay, that's alright. Woo! That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to lie. Okay, where is Focus Shot? Yeah. I'm gonna there, that's fine. Fortune telling.
Need my help, do you?
Now, take out the wings. Let me take care of those wings for you.
There we go.
Damn it.
Fuck. Everything's dying. Apart from one. Hey, thank you.
What in the hell is going on?
It's like saying what we're all thinking.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor as a soldier.
V, do you know what? It would help, my dear baby girl, if you did not. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. Let me do this. Okay. Come on, get back here so I can shoot you. No, it's all good. I'm just okay, that seems to work. Yeah. Take that, Sephiroth.
Nothing's gonna stop us. Let's show him what we're He still ain't dead.
Still ain't dead. She still ain't dead. Did you?
There you are.
Come on, man. Aerith? Is that you, my girl? Wonder who that's gonna be. You gotta be. You gonna be dead. Thanks.
Let's end this. Together.
I love her.
I must admit, I underestimated you.
Damn right you did. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe later. This ain't over.
Right. Okay, let's finish this. Here goes. We'll see.
Sephiroth.
Don't even bother.
Yeah. Oh no 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 no! This is the really bad time for my controller to die. Okay, one sec, one sec. One sec, one sec. Tell me that this game's been going on for too long without telling me.
It's on you.
I'll show you what I can do. One more shot. This is gonna hurt.
Literally, yeah. The control, exactly. The controller can frickin' wait. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
How can you want
Be honest. The part is played.
How can you want an eternity of loneliness? Try using it. Let's end this, Cloud.
Yeah, your powers have diminished. Yeah, take it.
You ready?
Take it. Take it. Take all of it. Let it burn. Let it burn. I got one more smackdown in you.
Nothing personal. All right.
I know I have it in me.
It's on you.
End this live. I mean, he's not going to because we've got another game yet, but... That's right. Run away, bitch. Again. Hasten to add. Wrecked you in the first game. Wrecked you in the second game.
He knows this isn't over.
I'll wreck you in the third game as well. 3-time wreckage. Time to go back. She knows it too. Yeah, I'm coming.
Everybody's waiting.
Sorry, baby girl. They're friends. I think she, like I said, she likes him. Zack likes her. If they were meant to be, why is she dead? Yes, I went there. No, I don't have a problem. The one who be living is the one who gets... Exactly. The one who's alive is the one that gets the dude. You can't get a dude when you're dead.
We got him.
Yeah. But it's too late. For this one, anyway.
So this is it, huh?
Yeah.
Time to say goodbye.
Oh, Zack.
For now. See ya!
No, Zack. Somehow that upset me more than Aerith. Of the other children reference, yeah. The same with the two of them stood back to back is a few references. Hmm. Yeah. Time to go dunk her in a lake. On the planet knew, which is why the planet interfered as well.
Aerith, wake up.
Oh, Cloud, honey. Okay. Hi, Vinny. Hmm. Barrett's biggest indicator of crying is the sunnies go on. Barrett, no, your tells are very obvious at this point now, Barrett. Just accept it.
Here forever. We'd best get moving.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll see you off.
So Cloud's the only, which I guess is kind of again in keeping with Advent Children, that Cloud is the only one that can see her. Aerith's helping him at the moment because she knows he needs to focus on defeating Sephiroth. And yeah, he did get Mako poisoning as well.
Tifa. Come on.
That's what I mean. She's not really there. So either she's sticking around to keep him safe, and Tifa's just lost essentially her best friend and the only person she could talk to about what is going on with him. She's lost that now.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I guess not.
Rufus Shinra, you be
Anyway,
an ass.
You haven't seen Viceroy Saruf, have you? He failed to show at an important event. Made us look like fools.
Maybe he wouldn't have if you'd spent some money on that set.
You're probably right. Rich kids do like things just so. Still got results, though, even without him. Resistance elements are more fired up than ever.
You know, Glenn, I'm on to you. This war is nothing but a ploy to distract me from Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
How very astute. Regardless, the plan is already in motion. Our promised land will become reality. A father's dream, accomplished by his son.
I want the real thing, not some imitation.
But an imitation's all you deserve.
Damn.
In the back, just like old times.
Rufus. He's dead, sweetie. You can stop. He's dead. Okay, interesting. obviously OG compliant, shall we say? Oh.
Did I? Nah. I couldn't have dreamt that.
No.
It all felt way too real.
Okay. So Zach's still around then. All the flowers are still there.
Just as worlds unite, so too do they part. But who's to say they can't unite again?
Always gotta go with the daffodils. They've all started waking up again. They're all off. I don't know. Let's have a look. Rebirth and new beginnings, apparently. Daffodils.
Can you not raise it just a wee bit higher?
Nice catch. So, what Aerith actually do anyway?
Yeah, because obviously they're talking about like she's not here. Because she's not.
Well,
kind of.
And with that, we are cleared for takeoff.
Finally.
It's not fair.
Obviously she's seeing
Aerith?
hey girl. Is Cloud not seriously sitting there going, what's wrong with Tifa? She's a bit emotional today.
The hell?
She's not. That's just what women do. Sometimes they just sit at the side of.
Reunion.
Sometimes they just sit on hillsides and just hug their knees.
Yeah. One sec.
Nothing's wrong with Tifa. Ah, dear. Hay fever is doing. Well, is it something chronic?
You have to promise not to look up.
Because you're not gonna
Don't
like.
look up.
Well, now I gotta look.
Fine, but don't let it get to you.
Don't let what get to me?
It's not real. Just an illusion.
But you're the
Now
only
let's
one
go
that can
get
see it.
Sephiroth. He's hiding up north.
He's obsessed.
Trust me, he is.
Yeah.
Soldier's intuition.
Oh, yeah? Better hope you're right.
All right, fine. We trust you. Just remember, we got everything riding on this. And that's a load you'd best be ready to carry.
Mm.
No heavy loads. We're close to capacity as it is.
Oh, friggin'
Don't
love
worry
Sid.
about me. I can handle it.
No, you can't, because at the moment you're imagining Aerith and she ain't here. Nothing's wrong with Tifa.
Take care.
You gonna be okay getting back?
And if I said I wasn't? Don't worry. It's like a second home.
Mm.
I guess. But what if something happens?
Honey, she's already dead. What can
Then
happen?
I'll send up smoke.
Thanks. I'll keep an eye out.
Oh!
Into my prayers. I'll stop the meteor. And I'll leave the rest to you. Good luck.
Oh, that's a nice thing.
I will stop Sephiroth. Trust me.
I know you will.
You promise?
Promise.
That's a reference. Ah, is this going to be the Highwind Aerith reference? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I'm glad they did that. Okay, so basically, after 7 was released, I'm gonna slightly take my headphones off because I have a feeling this is gonna be, yeah, no promises are waited at Journey's End. Oh god. So basically, after 7 was released, a lot of people, obviously, they did not like the idea of what happened to Aerith happened to Aerith. So they started deep diving into the game's code, and they found lines of code of like that she was still there. They were like, okay, well, there's a space here that would have been where Aerith had stood. There's like the specific speech lines. They were like, I don't think she was ever supposed to die at that point. Originally, I think they changed it, and part of the biggest theory or supporting evidence of that is there is a concept art of Aerith watching the Highwind fly off, and it became kind of synonymous with this whole she was never meant to die. They changed it later on kind of thing. So I like that that's a little nod to that very, very famous bit of concept art, which is really cool. Once the credits are finished, I'll show you on. So, getting back to what I think is happening. So I mentioned on Sunday that I have a feeling that what's happened is that when we defeated the Arbiters of Fate, we split the universes up into the worlds have always been there. So it's the dice roll theory that for every time you roll a dice, there is another 5 universes in out there of when you got the other 5 things. So like whenever you play the lottery and you don't win, there is a universe out there somewhere where you do win. And you know, if you roll a 1, there's another 5 universes out there where you get the other 5, where you get a 2 in one, 3 in the other, etc., etc. So, but you can't kind of jump in between the 2. So what they're basically saying is when we defeated the Arbiters of Fate, we got rid of the ability to, well, we enabled ourselves to jump from world to world to world to world. And what Sephiroth is trying to do at the moment is he is trying to reunite them in a world where he wins. Because obviously there are a lot of different other universes where he doesn't, and he doesn't want that. He wants every single world out there to all be destroyed and all be what he wants it to be. So obviously he has to find the one where he wins, which is what's going on here. So I think when we met up with Zack and we were fighting essentially the Sephiroth Jenova mix, I think that where Sephiroth was that area outside of it, which is where he is going to hide when Meteor destroys the planet. Because obviously we said before on Sunday, didn't we, where the hell do you plan on going when the world gets destroyed? You can't just like hop out to Tesco's and come back. So I think that is an area outside of what is going on. It may be just like maybe it's like the Promised Land, maybe it is a specific bit that he has set up. So he is planning on hiding in there while the universe is being destroyed, and then he will swoop in afterwards, and then he makes sure he's safe. I think that because there's black whispers and white whispers, so I think the black whispers are the ones with Sephiroth, the white whispers are the ones with the planet. But both of them, yes, potentially. So then both of them have the ability to send people from one universe to another, which is what they've been doing dotted throughout. So I think while trying to stop the team destroying Sephiroth at this point, he had to split them up. So even though they stopped Sephiroth Jenova, they didn't kill Sephiroth. So in their attempt to stop him, they ended up scooping up Cloud, or Cloud ended up falling into the bit where they took him to that universe. Very similarly with Zack, but that was actually the planet that took him to that area outside. It just happened to be very coincidental timing. And therefore they were able to stop him, which is why when they cleaved them, that's why it went back to the white. The white whispers took him back to the world that he was in. Cloud was defeating the one that's in here, and the rest of the team are doing another. So he is essentially in 3 different universes, and it's 3 different groups that are stopping them in their own individual universes. If that makes sense. Yes, so the white whispers are from the planet, and therefore because Aerith is either becoming part of the planet or is in support of the planet, that's why they're helping her, and they're supporting them and healing them and helping. And so they are like, because now she knows what to do and she's basically telling them that, they're like, okay, we got you, boo, let's help you out. And therefore the planet is fighting against Sephiroth. I think so. I don't necessarily think it's the fight against the whispers. I think it's to summon the materia. I have a feeling, because even in the OG, she never really looked surprised. I think she's known that in order to, because obviously this materia has the ability to create a planetary weapon, there needs to be some sort of backlash. Yes, exactly. The backlash that we got for using it is the Geostigma, because it took up that much that even the planet is having to pay. I think it's kind of like quirks in My Hero Academia, like with the main character. He uses it, but it busts his arm up for a couple of weeks. So I think that's what it is. So in order to summon it, a sacrifice has to be made. And I think she knew it. Deku, that's it. So yeah, I can completely. They have to. Yeah, exactly. They have to learn how to use it. Aerith doesn't know. She doesn't know how to use it. She doesn't know how to use it safely because she's the last one. Her mum died when she was so young. She's got nothing to go on, so she can use it. But they probably, like they say, they go and pray. It may be a case of there has to be like 20 Cetra all praying together so they can share the punishment for it. But being dead, yeah, that's true. So they have to balance it out, between the punishment out between all of them, so it's not quite so intense. Because she's doing it on her own. It's literally, it's meant that she's had to die. She's had to die as a sacrifice to not only go into the planets, but also to do the necessary steps needed to summon the white materia magic in the first place. That's a theory, I don't know. But the fact that she has known this entire game how this is going to end and has still done it tells me she knows what happens if she doesn't. A game theory. It is a game theory. It's a theory on a game. Obviously, I'm hoping that we'll get a lot more answers in the third game whenever it's coming out. It may just be a fact of because she's starting to learn to talk to the ancient to the planet when we're in the temple, but she's still not able to do it that much. You know, it still rejects her. She still has to defeat all the monsters in there before it'll talk to her. So whereas now she is part of the live stream. Yes, I don't know whether we'll be playing as her, but she's definitely still going to be around in the third one. Even if or if we are still playing as her, it's going to be very much a case of she is only there in Cloud's mind. But on the implication of that is kind of fitting into the Advent Children bit where she's still alive, she's still around, but she's able to interact, like when she makes it rain, when she, don't you dare. She makes it rain, she makes it, she makes the flowers grow. The flowers don't die even though she's not there to take care of them. All these little things that she's doing, she does present herself to everybody at the end before she goes when she knows that Cloud's going to be okay. And I think this bit is them introducing that section in Advent Children. Yeah. She wants to make sure that Cloud is okay and has come to terms with what happened and the fact that he has forgiven himself before she goes. But obviously in Advent Children, it's kind of just there. It's like, oh yeah, she kind of pops around, and I think it's kind of heavily implied that he isn't really listening to her or isn't ready to listen to her, and it's only as the film progresses that he realizes, yeah, okay, it's time to listen. So I think this game is bringing that in a little bit earlier, in the sense that she's still around, she's still keeping an eye on them, she's still able to interact with them. It's interesting that the only person that's picked up on her is Red, because Red is the only one that she, apart from Marlene, who she touched, and Red, to calm him down, Red also gains some of that foresight materia memory thing, and that's why he's able to still sense her. He's able to still sense that magic that she's got there. Because he, like we said, when they were in conversations and he was Nanaki, not Red, they were talking about stuff in the future. When Aerith is on her own with Red, some of the stuff that the conversations that they're having are, I can see into the future as much as she can. And then he makes a reference when in this game to say that once they came to this world, once the materia was gone, they've lost that ability. So she still knows that she's going to die, she just doesn't know when. And then it has taken Yeah, and I think that's why they made that reference to that as to why Red knows more, because Aerith shared some of that with Red when she went to calm him down when they first met. And Red did say, he was like, the materia is empty. I don't have that ability to see into the future anymore. Again, I don't really know. This is just kind of my interpretation of it anyway. But it is interesting. So the third game is definitely going to be. So at the moment we have actually kept to OG game, which has surprised me because I genuinely thought they weren't going to kill Aerith off. But they have basically implied, because there was a bit where this world's Aerith, obviously she wakes up, she takes Cloud on the date, and then she takes Aerith on the date, and then she gives him the white materia, and then pushes him back into like his own world, as Sephiroth is there behind her in the church. So I think it is heavily implied that no matter what, if they are to beat Sephiroth, she has to die. Which is just... Oh. Anyway, you resubscribed. So, I owe you a bean. After all of that discussion. Definitely. Good, I'm glad. Oh god. This is going to be a foul one. Let's see what. Is there dirt? Yeah, this is dirt flavour. This is for you. Okay, it's not the worst one I've had. I'm slightly concerned about the fact that they have genuinely got it to taste like dirt. Weird. Yeah, not the worst. It's one of those ones where it's like, it's not great, it's not high on my list to have again, but if I have to go between that and vomit, I'm going with dirt. Better the devil you know on this. Okay, fair enough. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad I have helped you understand, and I'm glad that my ramblings have made somewhat sense. And like I've said, I could be completely incorrect. They could 100% rip the rug from underneath us in the third game, and that like completely overhaul everything that they've done in this. I'm seriously good. I'm glad. I am glad. I'm glad. Yeah, to be fair, yeah. So long as I get to kill Hojo. I don't want none of the... I was like, I want POV shot. I want me to do all of the beatdowns. And then I want to be given a choice to either spare him or kill him. And I want to select kill. I want to ensure that my sword does a big old stabby stab. Can't wait to see the bite. Yeah. Did I ever tell you that if I had a female pet, either cat or dog, I would want to cuddle? Vincent will end up killing it. I mean, I get, okay, that's fine. It doesn't have to be Cloud, just so long as it's me. I will jump into Vincent's POV. I don't care. I don't care which character I'm playing, so long as it is my choice. So long as I shoot him into oblivion, punch his lights out until there is nothing left, bite his nutsack off, holler until his ears explode, or use him as a pinata. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I am happy with that. I just want to be the one that does it. Because I need to. Because I had a feeling with Biggs surviving and also Wedge surviving in the original game. I was like, oh, they're changing it. It's just Jessie that died. And I think I started saying this and I got distracted with story stuff, so I ended up completely forgetting about it. But they ended up showing that Wedge died in one of the Proto-Relic side missions. Basically you meet up with like a smaller group of like Avalanche people who come in and they say Wedge really helped them. They went on a mission and the Whispers pushed him out of the window from Shinra Tower and he just dropped, and then that was it. And then you literally hear him, like you see him slam. It's just like, Jesus Christ. So I was like, so Wedge dies, Jessie obviously dies in the first one, and then they just so offhandedly shot and killed Biggs. And I was like, and that was Biggs from our world. So I don't know whether they basically was implying that that's the Wedge that we saw die was this world's Wedge, not the first game Wedge. So in which case, if that is true, it is literally just Wedge. It is just Wedge, because I don't think they made any references, or Wedge never made a reference to being taken from the world that he was in into this one. But that's not to say that that's not what happened. It is literally just, he was there, he was pushed out of the towers by the Whispers, and then that was it. And you find out just so offhand, and then again the same with Biggs. He's just finally starting to have meaning in his life again, and then that's it, he's dead. It was just so anti. He had a bigger climactic death when he didn't actually die. I don't know, Jessie, well, it wasn't great, but I didn't like Jessie that much. Jessie was just too annoying. I didn't think she deserved to die for it. The other two, I do like the fact, no matter what, I do like the fact that they expanded their characters, and I have a feeling that that is what the developers always wanted to do. They always wanted Jessie, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have named them. They wouldn't have done anything with them. It would have just been, because it's a difficult one, because I think pretty much every single game has a Biggs and Wedge. So, okay, fair enough, that might just be, well, there's your Biggs, there's your Wedge, there's your Sid. Pretty much every game, every Final Fantasy has them. But they did so much storytelling and exploration of the characters and the world that they were living in, and I'm just like, this is really what you always intended, isn't it? You're putting it as a completely different world, but this is always what you wanted, and you couldn't do it because the technology was not good enough for it. So you literally just had to have, oh yeah, Biggs, Wedge, and Jessie died. Because like I said, if they weren't that bothered, they wouldn't have bothered naming them. They'd just be, imagine you choose your own adventure. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, debatably, there is an element of that in relation to the romantic date scenes. That's kind of choose your own. So I did get I got Aerith on mine. I feel like they set it up to be a lot easier to get Aerith than it was to get Tifa's. Dan got Red. Oh. There we go. Chapter selection and hard difficulties are now available. Access system chapter selection to replay any chapter from the beginning using your current stats, weapon, and material. You can also adjust the quest completion status. For a real challenge, switch to a chapter's difficulty to hard. While playing on the setting, items cannot be used and rest stops only recover HPs. Very on. Playlog. You can date the guys too in the order. Oh my god, could you imagine? Accessible via the system section of the main menu, the play log shows your achievements throughout the story and in battle. When choosing chapter 8 or 12 from chapter selection, you can pick any character with a close enough relationship to Cloud to accompany him in the gold saucer. Oh, okay, well that's good. Because I'm going to be honest, I may do one where we just look at the dates with all of the characters, but I really didn't want to play the game from the beginning in order to get one for Aerith, one for Tifa, one for Barret, one for... So I was like, oh no. So actually having that is brilliant. I love that. I do like that. Combat Simulator updates. Meeting certain requirements such as completing or proto-relic salvaging quests will unlock unique combat challenges featuring Sephiroth and Zack. Chocobo Ranches now have changing booths where you can use to alter your party members' outfits. Red 13 and Kate's Loveless costumes are available for purchase in the Gold Sources GP exchange kiosks. Do you know what? I did wonder. I'd seen some people that had I'd seen some people that had done the dates in the costumes, and I was like, I don't understand how, but this makes sense now. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I think it is literally just Cloud, Aerith, Tifa, Red, and I know. I'm sorry. Maybe in the future, but yeah, that makes sense now as how they were able to do that. But so yeah, I may do one final one to finish off this week. I will do a specific one where we'll go through the dates. We'll go through the costume changes. Calm down, lady. Kitty Cat, can you not destroy all of my cables, please? Please. Yeah, you. Bennett, stop it. Stop. Oh, let go, let go. Let go with the kick. You are a naughty cat. There's a little He is indeed. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there for today, but we have officially finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's going to be weird not playing it next week. There are a couple of like little side quests and Queen's Blood stuff that I'm not going to bother. Like I said, I'm going to finish this week off by doing that. I mean, to be fair, I might have time. I might jump onto it. So that means that I can focus on getting Final Fantasy 16 finished now, which is fab because I have a feeling I'm not that far off the end of that one either. So that's awesome. But anyway, I've been streaming a lot longer than I fully intended. I'm going to stick a thanks for watching screen on. Thank you very much for watching, lurking, chatting, whatever it is you have been doing today. Thank you very much. Let's go find somebody to raid. Let us go and raid somebody who's currently in the middle of doing the hard mode of this. So we'll start a raid on. But yeah, back tomorrow to play Final Fantasy 16. As always, thank you very much for watching, lurking, chatting, whatever it is. Take care of yourselves. Love and appreciate all of your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.